What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM, guys. Welcome back to 5 Minute Rants. I'm your host, Michael Abernathy, and welcome back to the show predicated on the journey of life and business. Hey, if you know somebody whose life would be bettered by listening to the show, college student, fresh out of college, they're looking to make a life for themselves, or somebody trying to start business, would you partner with me in impacting and changing lives and share it with them? I appreciate it. Well, I didn't talk about this last episode. I ended up talking about something completely different, but I want to talk about defining great work. So when you're starting a company and when you're starting a business, normally what happens is you're like, okay, I'm going to do a better job than the company I worked for, or I'm going to do a better job than my competitors. Awesome. What does that mean? What does it mean to do a better job? Well, I'm going to make sure that I edge because they don't edge. Okay. But does that actually mean it's a better job? How do you define what great work is? How do you define great? And I talked about universal language a couple episodes back, and this is the reason why I brought it up, because I was getting us to this point to talk about defining what great work means. And I brought up and talked about how if you are not unified with language, you can't be unified as a team. I mean, look at it. Language barrier immediately creates a division between me and another individual who cannot speak English, right? If I have somebody next to me, because I don't speak any Chinese whatsoever, I'm automatically divided from them. And they're automatically divided from me if they can't speak English. And so we can't have unity and we can't operate as people. Instead, we're two isolated islands, and all this has been created through language. And so if you're thinking about wanting to do a good job, define what that means. And it doesn't just mean like the little technical know-how. How do you actually communicate that to your customer? How do you communicate that to your team? Is life only made up of technical execution? Maybe attitude matters. Maybe your mindset matters too, right? How you're thinking, your attitude, where your heart position is, and what your heart is when you're doing this stuff. Does it matter in terms of emotional connectedness? How about your emotional display while you're doing the work? What does great work really mean? Is it actually just technically doing a better job? And in my experience, it's not just that. Most clients and customers, they don't care about the technical side that we're doing. What they want is the outcome. What they want is the results. What they want is the promises kept. And then they want us to care about the things they care about. I've brought this up a lot, but think about a plumber. A plumber does not make business based on the best pipe he uses. And he uses this sort of plumbing pipe, or he uses this welder instead of this one because it has higher heat source and different things, and it melts the flux and all this other stuff better, and all the welding materials. The customer doesn't care about that. What they care about is, are you clean? Hey, you use those work boots and you're around septic tanks, around sewers. Are you going to put booties on when you come into my house? Are you in uniform? Does my wife feel safer on you? Do my kids feel safer on you? Or is your face covered in tattoos? And I don't have anything against tattoos. One of my best friends, he's got a sleeve. But what I'm saying is there is a whole system and a whole consideration of what the customer thinks and feels that needs to be taken into place, because what they care about, right? Put yourself in their shoes. You got a big person coming into your house, right? They're covered in tats. They have no uniform. You're expecting a plumber, but you don't know they're a plumber. That's how crimes have happened before. And so you think about this. You think about the customer and what they care about, and then that's what matters. And so that should go into your definition of great work. What really matters to your customer? Why? What do they really care about? And there are certain things, right? There are certain things that it's not as important in certain industries. Like, if you're creating music and you're an artist, okay, you're an artist. But there is a big difference between artists who are selfish and artists who care about their tribe, right? I'm not a Swiftie, and I don't personally care much for Taylor Swift's audience, but I think she's done an amazing job with caring for her fans and connecting with them and caring about what they care about. And you can look at that and then see, like, that's one of the reasons why she's popular, not just because she has the best music. And so it's the same thing with business. It's the same thing with working with a team. You're saying, I'm going to do a better job. Great. How? And then what does that mean? Does your client know what you mean when you say better job? When you define great work, does your team know? And if they don't, how are you actually going to expect anybody to do it? Those are really big questions, and they're important questions that need to be answered if you actually are going to be successful in the business. Anyways, guys, I'm out of time, so I'll catch you later. Peace.